Hi guys, I am so excited for today's live because we are going to be talking about one of my favorite things. And I know you're probably going to laugh at me and be like, ugh, you absolute geek. But it's about money management. I love talking about money management. And don't worry, don't click off of this if you're already like, oh, I do not want to talk about money management. I'm going to make this super fun and show you that money management can be really fun and really empowering, especially in today's day and age. And it's kind of funny that I'm coming on live and like literally pumped to talk about money management because it was not that long ago. My husband would probably tell you that I used to probably go and run and hide under the covers and lock the bedroom door whenever he mentioned budgeting or Excel spreadsheets or anything of that nature. I hated talking about money management. My mindset around that has completely changed. Hi, hun. About to go to bed. We'll catch up in the air. Okay, awesome. Let me know how you feel when you catch up with this tomorrow because this will be really super helpful for you. So, money management. The reason we're talking about this is because I want you to feel or be $1 million money manager starting today. And I know some of you might be thinking, but I don't have millions of dollars. And I get it. But how you show up for money as of today, as of this week, is exactly the same way that you're going to show up for millions of dollars when they start flowing into your bank account or your life. If you think about it, if this is the way you're showing up for your income or finances now, what's going to change when you suddenly have millions of dollars? Well, money doesn't really see that anything is going to change. It just knows what the reality of your situation is right now. So I want you to ask yourself, am I really creating the safest, warmest, most welcoming environment for money to flow into my life right now? Because if that's a no, then I don't care what your income goals are. It's going to be freaking hard to continuously reach them. So whatever your income goal is right now, or whatever amount of money that you're making as of today, this week, this month, I want you to start showing up as an excellent money manager and have fun doing it. Do you see why I'm asking you to do that? Like, nothing's going to change when you hit your income goals. You have to prove to money and show money right now that you are so ready for it, that you are so prepared for it. And it's going to reinforce a positive mindset for you around allowing more money to flow into your life. I used to tell myself I was a terrible money manager. Did money flow into my life? Absolutely not. I tell myself every single day and full-heartedly believe I'm an excellent money manager, and money continues to flow into my life through my business, through many different avenues, and I love it. So I'm going to share with you some things that you can start doing today. This is literally gold, you guys. Ooh, my hands are itchy. Do you know what that means? Apparently that's a symbol that money is flowing into your life. Did you know that? I don't know. Somebody told me that once and I've always believed it. So, how many of you are showing up for your budgets? Do you have budgets? Do you look at your finances? How many of you have any kind of monthly budget? Do you check in with your bank accounts on a regular basis? Are any of you doing this now? Because what I want you to start doing as of this week is create a weekly date night with your finances. I want you to make this as fun as possible. All of my clients do this. So instead of what normally probably happens is you feel really tight and restricted and scared about logging onto your bank accounts and you probably push them away and think, oh, I'll do it another time. I want you to make it as inviting and fun and romantic as you possibly can. So set an evening every week or bi-weekly where you sit down, maybe you have a glass of wine, you light some candles, you make a cup of tea, you make it a really fun evening for yourself, and you go over how much you're spending, whether you're reaching your goals, how much you're coming in, what your expenses look like, but you do it from a fun place. And like I want you guys to really think about how you want to spend and save your money. So using just what you're earning right now, you can start creating a budget. And I don't want budget to feel tight. This is actually a great way for you to feel in control and in flow of your finances. So you can look at how much money you have coming in. And this will then apply for when this starts increasing as well and more money starts flowing in. And look at how much you genuinely have to spend on bills, on rent, or on a mortgage. And you put that up as like your bills and utilities, and you know this is like a given amount of money that you have to spend. Then look at what the trends are for you on what you tend to spend the most of your money on. So I want you to actually start looking at how you value spending money, because everybody values spending money differently. And what we often do is we start to feel really tight around money, and we think, oh, well, okay, if I want to get ahead, then I'm not going to buy those lattes at Starbucks. I'll stop going out. I'll cut my food budget in half. I'll start saying no to going out with my friends. And you start feeling really tight and restricted. But why are you going to feel motivated to earn more money and have fun with your money if you're restricting all the things that you enjoy spending on? So I personally, my biggest value for spending money is on experiences. So I spend, other than my bills and my utilities and all of that, I spend the most of my money on usually eating out, going out with my friends, entertainment. Honestly, it's normally on restaurants. But I don't beat myself up about that, because within my budget and how I control and deal with my finances, I set that money aside. And I call that money that I set aside my fun money. And I give myself permission to fully lean into that and spend that. That gives me motivation instead of restriction. And so whatever your budget is and whatever you're earning, I want you to start thinking about what you value spending money on, because it's going to be different for everyone, instead of restricting yourself. Don't know who Shawnee Lewis is, but requesting to be in my live video. No, you can go away. Thank you. This is about empowering women. Bye. So yeah, okay. Sorry, that put me off. The reason being is that some people value buying clothes or shoes or makeup. And instead of beating yourself up about that, I want you to see that as a value that you have. You may not value food and dining out and experiences. And I really want you to lean into where you value spending your money. Then I want you to think about what your goals are. So if you have a savings goal, what are you saving for? And I want you to put that in there. Like, I name my savings accounts what I am actually saving for, because it gives me motivation. So do you see, I'm trying to break it down as quickly as I possibly can, but maybe I'll do like a really long YouTube video on this for you guys. But another thing that I really highly recommend you do is you automate things, because I want you to make it as simple and as easy as you possibly can for yourself. So at the beginning of the year or halfway through the year, I check in with what I'm saving for. So for example, I know I'm going on a big vacation at the end of this year. I've budgeted how much I need or want in the bank account so that I can freely and willingly spend all of that money when I'm on vacation. So about 6 months ago, I did that budget. From then on, I automated a specific amount of money to go into my savings account every single month. I have not once batted an eyelid or missed any of that money that has gone into my savings, because I automated it. But if I hadn't automated it, I probably would have spent it on something else, or felt weird about putting it into my savings, or forgotten to put it into my savings every single month. So that makes it way easier for you guys. Another thing that I really, really recommend, I'm going to give you guys some of my favorite apps and tools that I use to make budgeting and saving and investing super, super fun. And it's not scary. Like, these are really, really easy tools to use for wherever you are financially right now. So here in the US, I am not 100% sure if you guys have this in the UK. we have a system called Mint. It's www.mint.com, I think, or you can also download the app, and it's called Mint. You can track all of your spending, all of your income, all of your outgoings on this app. It does it for you, and it literally shows you in a pie chart where you're spending most of your money. It also makes tax season way easier. So I log on to that during my weekly date night with my finances, and I can literally see where my money's going, where I'm on track, how much I've spent that I've budgeted for my fun money and different things like that, and for my expenses. And it also allows you to set goals for yourself, so you can see how far along you're getting in your goals as well. So this is a brilliant, like, modern app that makes finances and budgets so much more fun. And I also want to share with you 2 apps that I recently discovered that I think are absolute genius. And I've actually dropped the link for them in my link in my bio so that you can go and download them as of today. So 2 apps that I highly recommend all of you download today. One of them is called Acorns. I don't know why it's called Acorns, but I guess that makes sense. Basically, it's a really easy investment app for you to use that you can start literally using today, no matter what amount of money you have in your bank account. What it does is you can set the goals that you have, and you can set how much you're willing to put into this investment account every month. And it basically, when you spend something on the account that you have allocated for this Acorns app, it basically rounds it up to the nearest dollar. So say I spent $4.69 at CVS this morning. Okay, now I have to do the maths, but it rounds it up to $5. I will never miss those few cents that the $4.69 difference. I will never ever miss those cents. So it takes that and it puts it into an investment account for me. And it invests that money really wisely for me based on my transactions and my wants and my needs. And that starts accumulating over time. So within 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15 years time, I'll have a full-blown, that will start accumulating over time. On top of that, I've set it to put an extra $20 a week into that investment account. You guys, this makes investing super fun and super easy. I don't have to touch it. I don't have to do anything. It's taking minimal amounts of money from my account and going and doing something really wise with it. And that really accumulates over time. And I just think that's genius. So you can download that from the link in my bio and go research it. And I think everybody should do that. Imagine if you put $5 into that every single week, where you would be in 20 years' time. I think that's incredible. Another app that I really love is called Digit. I've also put the link for that in my bio. And Digit basically is an automated savings account for you. And you can set different goals that you have to save for. I've just put randomly that I'm saving for a rainy day. And it takes $1 here, $5 here based on my spending, and puts daily amounts into this savings account that I don't have to touch, that I'll log on to in maybe a year's time, 2 years' time, and have a big chunk of money in there. And it's taken little pieces of money that I will never, ever, ever miss. So you guys, if you start thinking ahead now, just think where you will be in the future. Do you see how this starts also reinforcing for you that you're a great money manager? Do you see how empowering that is? I've thrown a lot of stuff at you, but let me think. Have I covered everything that I wanted to cover? Let me have a think. So I've talked to you about having a weekly date night with your finances. I want you to continue to check in with your budgets and your goals and really look at where you value spending money, so you don't have to feel tight or beat yourself up about it. For some of you may value travel, so that's what you enjoy spending on rather than eating out or buying shoes or whatever it is. Really get on top of how you value and enjoy spending money, because there's a difference between feeling tight and feeling like I can do this. I've allocated this money for myself. I really want you to start automating things. So automating your savings accounts, automating as many things as you possibly can to make it as simple and effective for you as you possibly can. And I've shared with you my 3 top apps. So Mint is, all of these are free, by the way. Mint will track all of your spending, show you exactly where you're spending money, and make it super easy for you. Acorns is a great way to start your first investment account. I think it's just absolute genius. And Digit is super fun. Takes a few pennies here, dollars here, and it starts saving for you based on what you set it to do for you. So I'm just saving for a rainy day because I know that in a year I'll log onto that account and have a lot of money in there. And I just think that's really, really cool because I'll never ever miss that money. Oh, I'm so glad I gave you so many ideas. That's awesome. I feel like I've rambled on, but like you guys, I'm so freaking passionate about this. I'm going to do a really long in-depth video on YouTube for you, but this is just such a brilliant way for you to start feeling on top of things. Like start feeling in control and really feeling like you are an excellent money manager. Like you guys can decide to be excellent money managers starting today and make it freaking fun. It should feel fun. These are just amazing ways to feel in control of your finances. If you guys have any questions, then let me know because I know I've thrown a lot at you. But I put the links for those 2 new apps that I've started using in my bio. Mint is online. I actually even put the link up for that. Digit and Acorns. Honestly, guys, I think they're just amazing. But the best thing is like, go have a date night with your finances tonight. Like pour yourself a glass of wine and have some fun budgeting and thinking what your long-term goals are and making incremental steps towards them. And may your new mantra today be, I am an excellent money manager, and start reinforcing that. I'm sending you guys lots of love. I'm so glad that you guys found this useful. And watch out for tomorrow because tomorrow is the 5th day of our 5-day Money Magnet Mindset Challenge. Okay, bye for now, guys. Bye.